What is your POV? Point of view. I was inspired to make this video because a few minutes ago I was sitting on my couch, well, laying on my couch, being lazy, watching YouTube videos, killing a few minutes off the day. And I was taking selfies, maybe thinking I was really playing around with the camera. I'm not a big selfie guy, and I took a picture of myself, which is the left picture. I started laughing because I looked sick. I was with my chin up like this, my eyes all, I looked extremely sick, and I started laughing, and I thought, man, that's hilarious. I don't feel this way. I was just making a face to have fun. But then I thought, let me take the opposite picture. Let me try to look good for a second. So I got up and I took the second selfie that you see on the right. And I thought, man, I can't believe it's the same person. I cannot believe it's the same person. And I cannot believe this picture was taken 2 seconds after the first one. So after playing around with selfies, I was inspired to make this quick video and to emphasize. I cannot emphasize enough, and this is the mantra of my coaching and my counseling. It's all about perspective. What is your point of view? What is your POV, like the title of the video says? Now, you can focus on the bad or you can focus on the good, like I mentioned on past videos. When you decide what to focus on, that is what your life will look like. For example, if you look at yourself in the mirror and you focus on the things you don't like, because let's face it, we all have features we don't like. But at the same time, I guarantee you, if you look deep down, we all have features as well. Features, facial features, and physical attributes that we do like about ourselves. Now you can focus on the ones you don't like and be miserable. That will impact your self-esteem. That will impact your body language. That will impact the way you carry yourself, the way you talk to people, in a negative way, because you're focused on the negative aspects of the visual. Or you can focus on the good. You can say, man, I really like these attributes about myself, or this, my body, I like whatever, my legs, my back, whatever you like, whatever you fancy about yourself. And that will have a positive impact on your body language, on the eye contact that you have with people, the way you carry yourself. And that is the chain of command. That will have an impact on how people perceive you. There are some things we cannot change. For example, if you consider yourself too short, if you consider yourself too skinny, well, actually, skinny and fat, I do believe you can change to a degree. But if you consider yourself that you have a future that you just cannot change, it's okay. That is simply, it's not a bad thing, it's just your future, right? It is what it is. Now, you cannot change that, but make no mistake. You can build up so many other attributes that flaw will be completely invisible to the rest of the world. Let me repeat. You can focus on that flaw that you see in yourself and be miserable, or you can build up so many other attributes. If you think you're ugly, dress well, get fit, learn 2, 3 languages, travel, work on your social skills. You will be such a complete package that nobody's going to even see that flaw. And guess what? If you come across someone that does focus on that flaw, you will have so many options that you wouldn't even give them the time of day. Whatever. That is the goal. That is the goal. Going back to the main point. You can focus on the bad, you can focus on the good. Now we have to be careful not to become narcissistic, not to become overwhelmed with the good, not to be obsessed with the good, right? There is a balance that I believe we should strive for, that balance, right? But it is all about perspective. It's all about perspective. I will never get tired of saying it's all about perspective. And then I will ask you, what is your perspective? What is your point of view on yourself? The first step to self-development is asking yourself, what is my POV about myself? What do I think of myself? And then the second step is to understand, okay, this is what I think of myself right now. But if I work on these areas, you can then ask yourself again in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever time frame you dispose of. And then ask yourself again, what do I think of myself? What is my point of view about myself after all the progress? And I guarantee you, the result will be very pleasing. And that's what it's all about. No matter what walk of life you have, I believe if you're happy with who you are and the progress you're making, the progress you have made and the progress you continue to make, and you focus on that perspective, that is your point of view. I am happy with who I am and I'm excited for what's to come. Not only will you find you're happy most of the time, but you will see that life is much, much, much more than what meets the eye. Because you're not worried about the superficial anymore. You've transcended this mindset. You're so focused on the good, that once you convince yourself that I am great and I'll continue to work on my greatness, I know it sounds narcissistic, but it is what it is. Now you can focus, this is the next step. Now you can focus on helping other people become great. And I do believe there is greatness, excuse me, I believe there is greatness in all of us. We all have unique qualities that we need to explore and we need to explode. We really need to grab these qualities, identify these qualities, grab them, and just run with them. It is a process, but it all starts with your POV. What is your point of view about yourself? So, I welcome no. I have a petition to make. Whoever is watching this video, do what I just did a few minutes ago. Try to take the worst selfie you can possibly take. Right? The worst angle. Borderline sick. A few moments later, try to take the best selfie you can take. Posture, hairdo, if you need to use makeup, whatever you need. Try to take the worst and the best selfie in a matter of a few minutes and look at both and say which one do I want to focus on? Which one would you be proud to show the world? That's it. It's all about perspective.